Hi, this is Steve with JustAL Forge. I've made some progress with my power hammer here. It is to a functioning state. The only thing I need to do is put a motor on it. I need to build a brace. I've got the motor, get it wired, and then plug it in. But this video is going to be about a mistake. I had planned on making my own set of dies, and I still plan on doing it, but I have to do it a little bit different than what I had originally anticipated. And I didn't realize it until I got all the pieces together and found out that it's not going to work. So anyway, that's what this video is about, the mistake and how to work my way through it. Eventually, I will do a video that starts at the end of part 3 and goes through the end of the completion. I'll do that here once I get the motor and once it's all functioning. Spoiler alert, this hammerhead is off a wee bit, and I kind of anticipated that it would be. But it needs to go that way about 1/4 of an inch, and that way maybe 3/16 of an inch to get those dies directly over the top of one another. To do that, I need to cut all this out here, remove all this, cut this out, redo it, and I can do that, but it's going to take a bit, and I want to see this thing functioning. We'll use it for a bit, see if there's any other issues, problems that I can repair once I start taking it apart. But all in all, it's a functioning piece of machinery, minus the motor. That's how it works. Okay, let me give you an idea of what I got going here. This is the bottom of the hammerhead. So when I describe this, you have to envision it being turned 180. But this is the bottom. I bought these dies from Fiery Furnace. They come in 2 pieces. And like I say, you have to envision this upside down. This is on the anvil portion, and this is on the head that moves up and down. So when this thing hammers, it hammers this way. You know, this one being stationary, this being the one that's moved because it's converted 180 degrees. Now, the deal with this one is that these holes are diagonal across the axis of the square. The one that I'm going to build is straight across. Need to cut a little bit of that off. Where's the other? And then of course it hammers like that. Okay. But like I say, with these dies, the cut is diagonal. This one, the cut is straight across the center line, because this is going to go like that. Obviously, with this in the center. Now, what may be a problem, and actually I think it's going to be a problem. Yeah. This is, once I weld this onto this plate, the weld is going to be, I don't know if you can see this or not, the weld is going to be right along this, so this is too wide, that's what I'm getting at. I'm just now coming to that realization. So, before I can still drill these. I can still drill these. This one and this one for the holes. But before I weld these on, I need to put that in a mill and shave off at least a ½ inch. So rather than this being 2.5 wide, it'll be, I'm sorry, rather than this be 2 wide, it'll be 1.5. You know what? There is nothing wrong with that setting diagonal, because that 2 inch is 2 inches what I want. I've got these. That's the bottom. And yes, it does make a difference. This will do. That's how those go on there. With my design here, is those, I won't be able to bolt those in there. So I think what I'm going to do with these, with this one, I'm going to go ahead and bolt it, I'm sorry, weld it so that it's diagonal. Just like this one. I've got the holes drilled for this one for a die that runs straight across. And I think I'm going to go ahead and drill holes on the anvil to marry up with these, so that if I ever want to get a design specific, whether it be a cutter or a narrow fuller die, I mean, you know, it would go in here, would be narrower and have maybe a fuller top to it or something, that I can still use. I won't have to take it apart to drill holes. So that's what I'm going to do. I got these holes drilled and tapped already. I just need to drill and tap over there on the anvil, and this will do what I need to do, and give me the capability of later on doing some. Oh, I have to be quiet. My wife's coming. Okay, so there you have it. My mistake, start to finish. Put this little tennis ball on there so that I can see it out of the corner of my eye when I run into it. I think the way I decided to do this is going to be fine. That'll set diagonal, and it'll work just fine, just like those are diagonal. And later on, if I want to make a different die that is specific to a size or a design, like a fuller, I can make one, set it on there crossways, and just realize that I can only have it 1.5 inches wide. That'll be fine. For those of you who have watched previous videos of me, you may have noticed a difference here. And if you did notice a difference, then consider yourself fortunate, because you are like one of like 2% of the population who notices things and acts accordingly. But I appreciate you noticing, and yes, you are absolutely right. there used to be a picture over here of an airplane with a flag on it. I decided to take it, put it in the house, brought this one out because I just think this one is more apt to the shop. So anyway, I appreciate you noticing, and this concludes the video. I will, like I say, do a video of start to finish on this project, going from the end of part 3 to the completion. Completion here is need to build a brace for the motor, mount the motor, wire it up, plug it in, and fire this puppy up. Start making some noise. So anyway, thanks for watching. Go out to your shop, make something. If you don't have a shop, go make a shop. Men should make things. You have a great day.